Namaste, Hamisha Khush Raho Betiya. This is JVN Dr. Vishal Saxena, Associate Professor in Mathematics in Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to discuss about the module Introduction of Biostatistics and the frequency distribution. This module is a part of the course Research Methodology and Biostatistics in the program of BPT and B Optometry 6th semester and B Pharma 8th semester under the Faculty of Physiotherapy and Diagnostics and Pharmaceutical Science. So first we discuss about the statistics. So statistics is a branch of the mathematics and it deals with the collection of data, the organization of data and the analysis, interpretation and the presentation of data. Descriptive statistics summarize data, while inferential statistics make predictions, and statistics helps in the study of many more other fields such as science, medicine, economics, psychology, politics and marketing, and beyond this many other fields are there in which statistics can be applied. Someone who works in the statistics is called a statistician. In addition to being the name of a field of study, the word statistics also refers to the numbers that are used to describe data or relationship. Now next we take the topic of biostatistics. So biostatistics are the development and the applications of statistical methods to a wide range of topics used in the biology or the life science. It encompasses the design of biological experiments, the collection and the analysis of data from those experiments and the interpretation of the results. Using the tools of statistics and using the tools of statistics, the biostatisticians help answer pressing research questions in medicine, biology and public health, such as whether a new drug works or not, what causes cancer and other disease, and how long a person with a certain illness or the disease is likely to survive. So biostatisticians are employed in health organizations, government agencies, government bodies and universities and even private companies. So these are the fields of the biostatisticians in which they can find their jobs or the employment. They are responsible for the monitoring spread of the disease and the cause of death to protect the population. Next we take the topic what does someone do with a degree in the biostatistics. So biostatisticians are employed in health organizations, government agencies, universities and even private companies. They are responsible for monitoring spread of the disease and the causes of death to protect the population. Biostatistics and genetics. So biostatistical modeling forms an important part of the numerous modern biological theories. Genetics studies since its beginning used statistical concepts to understand observed experimental results. Some genetics scientists even contributed with statistical advances with the development of methods and tools. Now Gregor Mendel started the genetics of these and used statistics to explain the collected data. In the early 1900s, after the rediscovery of Mendel's Mendelian inheritance work, there were gaps in understanding between the genetics and the evolutionary Darwinism. Francis Guyton tried to expand Mendel's discoveries with the human data and proposed a different model with fractions of the heredity coming from each ancestral composing an infinite series. He called this theory law of ancestral heredity. His ideas were strongly disagreed by William Bateson, who followed Mendel's conclusions that genetic inheritance were exclusively from the parents, half from each of them. Now next we take the part of the frequency distributions and we divide the part of the frequency distributions in three types, and now we explain also these frequency distributions. So first we take the categorical frequency distribution. The categorical frequency distribution is used for the data that can be placed in specific categories such as nominal or the ordinal level data. The second is the group frequency distribution. The group frequency distribution should be used when the classes contain more than one data value, used when the range of the data is large and the data must be grouped into the classes that are more than one unit in width. And the third and the last frequency distribution we are taking is the cumulative frequency distribution. And the cumulative frequency distribution are used to show how many data values are accumulated up to and including a specific class, a way to list how many values fit into the first class, the first two classes and the first three classes, etc., or the last class or the last two classes, etc. So these are the frequency distribution and we have divided them into three parts. So this session is powered by Digital Version 2 Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope all you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box. I will resolve your doubts and problems. So please mention in the comment box. So with this I conclude my today's discussion. Thank you.